Hey guys, so today we'll be learning how to play Argus. As we can see, he is a very strong hero who can easily dive under turrets and he can easily escape from situations that any other hero would not be able to escape from. As you can see here, you can easily escape a 3 versus 1 with full health. So today we'll be learning on how to play Argus in solo queue rank. Okay, so with the new Argus, we no longer have to focus on attack speed. Rather, we need to focus on movement speed and total physical attack damage. And for our battle spell, we should go with Flicker, as this will help us chase enemies or easily run away from enemies after using our ult. And then we will have the Assassin emblem to further increase our damage. Okay, so with Argus, we need to make sure that we go towards the EXP lane, since he needs to reach level 4 as quickly as possible. His second skill is quite strong, so we will buy the dagger first. So once we have bought the dagger, we can upgrade our second skill and wait for the enemy in this bush. For example, here we will see that there is a Hilda entering the bush, and we can simply use our second skill to do some significant damage towards Hilda. And as I said before, we have to make sure that we reach level 4 as quickly as possible, so make sure that you do not miss any minions. And we can see that early on we have almost killed this Hilda, so we can simply wait in this bush and ambush her, as we will have enough damage to take her down. In the early phase, you cannot overextend as you do not have your ultimate yet. However, make sure that if you want to juke the enemy, you have your first skill ready at all times before you engage in any situation. So once you have the minions down, you can jungle on the jungle creep that is near the lane. So as you can see here, we have our first skill and second skill ready. So as I said before, we can easily chase down enemies if we have our first skill ready. So as you can see here, we use our first skill and second skill to secure the kill. Always make sure that before you engage, you always have a plan to escape. Now, even if you have low HP, make sure that you do not miss the minions. So we do not recall at this point. However, while you are clearing the minion waves, make sure that you have your first skill ready so you can escape if there is any need to do so. So now that we have our ultimate skill ready, we can easily outplay the enemy. So for example, here you can see that we almost take down this 1-1. However, we misplaced some skills and missed the chance to take her down. So since we do not have her ultimate skill, you can just recall. Another thing to note is that Argus's ultimate skill has a very long cooldown, so always remind your team when it will be ready. Also, the higher your level, the lower the cooldown of your ultimate skill. So always try to take whatever jungle creep you can and never miss the minions, especially the ones that give extra EXP. In the early game, the turret also gives extra gold, so make sure that you take the extra gold so you will have your appropriate item. So as you can see here, this Gushin thinks that we can be taken in. However, we have our ultimate ready, so we easily secure the kill with a full HP in the end. And we successfully take down the enemy's turret. as I previously mentioned, make sure that before you engage, you always have your first skill and your second skill ready, as your first skill will act as a way to escape, and your second skill can act as a way to poke down your enemy's HP and slow them down. Always remind your teammates whether your ultimate is ready or whether your ultimate is not ready. Always inform your teammates so they will know whether it's safe to engage or not. Do not overcommit or waste your ultimate skill too early, especially if your teammate is able to secure the kill. Since Argus is a dive hero, you can easily use your flicker to escape any clutch situations. So since we have cleared the bottom lane and the mid lane, we can assist the top lane. So even though we do not have our ultimate skill ready, we have our first skill and second skill ready. So we can easily engage the enemy. Always ensure that you have your first skill and second skill ready before engaging.
Some may fear death, but that wouldn't be me.
And if there is a team fight, make sure that you have your ultimate ready and you inform your teammates. As you can see here, we can easily lock down this Sicilian and pop up our ultimate to ensure that we survive the engage. So since our ultimate has a quite long cooldown, so whenever you are very low in HP, just recall to the base. And if we can refer to my build earlier, we do not build any lifesteal items, as his ultimate can actually give enough lifesteal to escape any kind of team fight. So with Argus, you can easily juke the enemy into thinking that you are going to engage, as they do not know if you have your ultimate skill ready or not. So always remind your allies on the cooldown of your ultimate. So as you can see here, we have our ultimate ready, and we do not simply waste it on any enemy. So it is no problem to taunt the enemy to attack you. As always, the principle is to have your first skill and second skill ready before you engage the enemy.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Show yourselves, you foolish beings.
So as you can see here, we have our ultimate ready and we almost took down this Gusion. However, we did not successfully take him down, so we flicker away. And we use our second skill to slow down the Hilda from successfully chasing us down. So in the mid game, we already have quite a lot of damage, so we can easily take down any jungle creep to increase our HP.
Bloodshed and violence nourish me.
So now that our ultimate is almost on cooldown, we can start to engage the enemy.
Her name. The name. Rafaela.
As you can see here, we see that the backline is quite open, so we try to take down Cecilia. And since Argus's ultimate allows him to be invincible, we can also act as a sort of tank for the team.
Your team destroyed a turret. Ult is not ready.
So here, before we engage the Gushin, we have to make sure that he uses his second skill first. So as you can see here, we deal quite a lot of damage with our second skill, and we aid our Eve in securing the kill. So as you can see, we did not use our ultimate skill to chase down Gushin just now. So now we are planning on taking the Sicilian down since we have our ultimate, we have our first skill, our second skill, and Flicker not on cooldown. So as you can see, we engage with Flicker and we chase with our first skill. However, we overextended a bit since we did not have our ultimate skill. We did not survive that attack. Argus can also clear waves pretty quickly, so as you can see in the bottom lane, there are some minions that need to be cleared. So by clearing these minions, we get quite a lot of gold as well. And at this point, our team starts to take the Lord. However, since our jungler is alive and the enemies is not, it should be no problem. So now we are trying to focus on objectives, since some of the enemies have been taken out by our team. And as you can see here, the carry has overextended a bit and we can easily take her down without using our ultimate skill. So now we are trying to focus on objectives and 3 of the enemies are trying to close in on us. But since we have our ultimate ready, we can easily escape this situation with full HP. So since we have full HP, we just need to wait for our first skill and second skill to cool down before re-engaging the enemy. And just like that, we take down the Sicilian. Now we can focus again on the objectives. So at this point, we can see that we are definitely going to win. So basically that is how you play Argus and how you can easily get an MVP with him. And that's it for this video. Hope this guide helped you guys, and comment down below if you think Argus is OP or not now. Personally, I think he is very viable to take you from Epic to Mythic. Please share with me what your thoughts are. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys the best in pushing solo rank with Argus.